Alright, hello people. It is SmashPad Streamkend. We're playing some MLB The Show 19, and just give a little heads up, there's not going to be any music stuff here in the main menus because I have turned it all off since it's all licensed stuff. And I would like to keep the streaming the video stuff going just fine. So, yeah, this year's game has quite a bit of new stuff. They overhauled Diamond Dynasties, a lot of parts of Diamond Dynasty. They have this event stuff and all this, like showing you all the new and noteworthy stuff that is going on. A lot of the same modes here: ranked seasons, battle royale, events, conquest, all your CPU stuff there, as well as new thing is moments. We'll play a little bit of this stuff. So these are all kind of like noteworthy moments of history, and so this one's pretty hard. Let's do this one. So we're going to jump into closing moments of the game with my Diamond Dynasty team facing off against legend Rich Gossage. Take the lead in the top of the ninth and close out the game to avoid the dreaded goose egg. So we'll do that. And yeah, they have quite a few of these. That particular set is tied to the main program that's going on right now, which is called the First Inning. I'm guessing just for the first couple weeks past launch. And I think they got second inning and some other stuff going on after
Tonight we revisit some baseball history between the visitors and the Yankees. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head
But
to
yeah,
head
this is
next.
it's a pretty cool mode.
So back in the Bronx, it comes down to this.
Yeah, my Diamond Dynasty team is fashioned after baseball team because sure, why not? There were a couple logos in the vaults that pertain to that, so see if we can get the lead here. Oh, that was great. Fail or win, whatever. Oh yeah, let's see. Okay, we're down 1-0. I was gonna see if I could show my roster. I don't know, but goals just win. We should be okay. There's no guest pitching, which is a little bit weird. Yeah, let's see if we can get this.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
That's a nice hit.
Yeah, man, it's incredible to watch him go after
but not enough.
He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put him play against him.
Yeah, it's like Rich Gossage playing with the current Yankee team,
shortstop Trevor Story,
which is
the
weird.
final man standing in the way of possible history here tonight.
There we go.
Swinging a shot towards second, and there goes the combined no-hitter. He's through first and hustling for second, and he'll make it to second base now.
Yeah, my 3, 4, 5 guys are my best people, so I'm a huge surprise that it picks up with those 3 coming in.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. He'll start him with a fastball.
But yeah, you can see there my bat has a skin on it. That's one of the new things. Is there's more kind of cosmetic stuff.
Ball 2.
So the bat was one of the things I got with the pre-order. Ooh, look at that. It's going.
Center field.
No. Oh, it failed. I can play it again. We're not going to force it through that, but there's quite a bit of that stuff here in the Diamond Dynasty mode. Oh, yeah, just let me know. Working on some things. Here's like the different quests I have for the first inning program. Like a bunch of different stuff here. That's pretty neat. But also storyline stuff tied to the cover athlete, Bryce Harper. Some stuff from Willie Mays' career, the 2016 Cubs, and Babe Ruth. As well as, what is this? Okay, this is pretty neat. Yeah. And so they tell you, like, goal here, you get a free pack, a bunch of XP, and some of the stubs. I think these are the same for this. But yeah, that's a pretty cool thing they added there. There's my squad. Yeah, so a lot of the same customization stuff, but the logo, vault stuff that you can go grab a bunch of stuff that people have made. Geez, 1,000. There was like 900 at launch on Tuesday, so quite a bit of stuff here. Some, good stuff. Some things that are kind of stupid, memes and stuff like that. You can do search to make it a little easier to find that stuff. This is one of the cool things they have here, so I'll just show you here. Collections. Nope, that's not what I want. My inventory. So one of the things they added are these animations, and so these are like if you hit a no doubt home run, you have a bunch of animations that you can unlock for that stuff. Same as celebrations, stadium sounds that you can tie to certain things. Yeah, no doubt home run call. I think I have, might not be that. Yeah, this big dog's gotta eat. Boom goes dynamite, booyah. These are avatar stuff. Nameplates. Yeah, that thing's tied to the second inning program. Yeah, so like the program stuff in the last few years has been kind of, they had a ton of them. You kind of had to manage like looking at stats and stuff, and they made that a lot easier here. A lot of these are tied to doing those different moments. I've got a few of them done. As well as getting a bunch of cards, winning games on multiplayer. We're probably not going to play any multiplayer here, just because I don't want to mess with the lag stuff. I don't want to invite more of it than I really would like. So yeah, get a bunch of unlocks as you get further into it, all the way to the end. That's the main one. That's like, hey, here's everything that's we've got right away. As you play, your account levels up, and as you do that, you get a bunch of stuff unlocked for that. Team Affinity is all the team-specific goals, so it's like get 250 innings with Baltimore players, 150 innings online with Baltimore players, March to October with the Orioles, on different difficulties, and exchange players from their rivals, which... that's all this stuff. When you exchange them, you don't lose them, you just put them into a no-sell state. So you can't sell them, which is fine. The thing they fixed from, I think it was last year, is you couldn't, if you had one player's card as no-sell, it would sometimes clash if you had doubles or anything like that. So they definitely fixed that up. Collections is where you can do some more collection stuff that you can turn in. I got one here for all the minor league stadiums, which I mostly just purchased. And yeah, all the same kind of, you can buy packs. I don't have any packs open, but they got some stuff here. These are like special limited time things. Some of the stuff you can win, but you only get 3 of them. Which I mostly sold some of the higher tier cards. But yeah, that's some of the big stuff they changed there, and they got the moments here as well. So it's more easily accessible outside of Diamond Dynasty. March to October is a new thing, where they play. Let's see, come through in the seasons. I haven't started one of those yet, but that's a pretty neat thing. There's community market stuff, so you can... that's all that same stuff, yeah. They got logo vaults, roster vaults, so people have been submitting new rosters, more accurate to what's there for launch and the opening day for the season. Yeah, history stuff. Yeah, here's where all the other modes are at. Home Run Derby. The retro mode, you can play... I believe you can play all the franchise mode stuff with retro mode on. Challenge of the week is their little challenge every week, so We're just going to continue Road to the Show, because this is also one of those things where they have made quite a few changes of note. Okay, so here we are. Menus are mostly kind of the same here. They've hidden the social media stuff, which is perfectly fine. I'm trying to see if there's anything else here I should really show off. Yeah, the customization stuff. So here's where you can attach the animations to your... Or no, this isn't. Okay. Okay, this is where this stuff is. Yeah, slingshot just throws the bat away. Same with that. Same with that. I don't know if the home run celebrations are that as well. No. But yeah, there's some of that stuff there. As well as audio. This is where I can make this stuff. So I can say, you know, hey, I've got Boom Goes the Dynamite. I want that one to appear more often. Or you just have one override, just say, hey, do this one all the time. Or no, I've already got that one. Yeah. Home Run Stadium sounds. Yeah, Olay. I don't know if I have any other ones there. There's Olay. There's tire squeaking. Caught stealing that. The tire squeaking would be that one. Yeah. Also, part of this is now there's like a whole personality mechanic to the whole thing. So when you're interacting with teammates, or you can do workouts with them, or just talk to them, that increases your levels for each of these different personality traits. Heart and Soul, Captain, Lightning Rod, and Maverick. And as you do that, you unlock the perks that are attached to this. So well, I've gotten to 3 on here. I haven't checked this out yet. And you can attach or equip them to your tier here, and you get 2 each for the first 2 tiers, 3 for the third, 4 for the fourth. Yeah, I got relationships with people. Rivalry with how our rivalry is going with our rivals. What, Bo? Like Bay Sox, like that's them. They're kicking our ass, and we are not doing well. But we've been doing better of late, I think. Yeah, 5-5 over our last 10. We had a good like 6 or 7 game losing streak, which is not great. And that kind of is because the rest of my team is not very good. If we go sorting by average, yeah, a couple guys are doing okay, but the rest are all around here about 200, which is not great. Yeah, so that stuff is, and I can see how my relationship is with my teammates, which mostly hasn't become a thing that I can do yet. Really, I've had a couple of instances where I could do it, but that's definitely been a fairly rare thing. But we'll hop in here and play some Road to the Show and play with my guy. But yeah, I am one of the top hitters in AA. Yeah, I'm hitting at 359. A little bit down from how I started, but yeah, we're working on it.
The show's continuing coverage of Eastern League Baseball is on the air. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Akron Rubber Ducks and the Bowie Bay Sox.
Bowie Bay
It's
Sox.
baseball on the show, and it's
yeah, Akron's pretty local AA team. They used to be called the Akron Arrows, but then they got renamed to the Rubber Ducks. I assume because of the Rubber Duck race they do here, which is like a big charity event. They throw a bunch of rubber ducks that are numbered into the river, and as they...
This is a real good pitcher.
All right. Yeah, I got one home run. I just got that the other game.
He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only one score. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High and deep to center field. Dorta racing back.
Oh,
to
hey.
The wall.
Some good luck.
Here to the deepest part of the yard.
Yeah,
well,
look at
that
that.
blast serves notice that this kid is as good as the hype suggests.
I went from having no home runs for the first like 20-some games to 2 in the last handful.
Stepping in and ready for another shot.
Yeah, they've been putting me in DH. I'm a first baseman.
He went deep in his first
I played first baseman for a good bit, the first like 10, 15 games, and then they just started putting me in DH for some reason.
I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter, so I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out. And
yeah, kind of starting with incomplete rosters before opening day. It didn't quite do well for me. I could show you here. Player stat, probably box score. So Naquin is currently playing on the Cleveland Indians. He's a major league player. Bowers was also signed by them. He probably is on the major league team. He's probably not starting. And it's weird they're all the way in AA. So I'm tempted to kind of start over and put. And get
curveball that's low and in
Eckert launch day,
it's 2-1.
opening day rosters going. Yeah, I do pretty well in this mode, as evidenced by my stats, but yeah, I use the guest pitch here to say, hey, I want a fastball, and I want to hit the top. If it's not there, I don't really want to be interested in it.
Takes a strike for a full count.
And so it ends up with me sort of getting deeper into counts pretty easily and upgrading my my plate discipline and my plate vision stats. Mostly discipline if you're getting late in the count. Yeah, I'm fighting this stuff off so I get vision upgrades. Okay, dynamic challenge stuff. So they bring this up from time to time and say, hey, you know what, swing on time for a hit, power swing on time for a hit, or swing on time for a double or better, and you get bonus. If you don't really lose anything. You just get the normal issues that you might have.
Swing that time, but it's
so he failed that.
Swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing,
which I was trying to swing. I must not have done a great job with
Cross. He looked to bounce back after striking out his last
that.
Time
so I use the analog swings. I use the analog pitching as well. Okay, so they're bringing up another one. I usually don't have too many of these in a game. Like maybe one, if we're lucky. So I'm going to just take the easy one for trying to drive in and run. Let's see if we can do that.
First offering on its way. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Pretty good pitch right down the middle.
I heard so many pitchers in my career in the dugout talk about you're only one pitch away from getting out of a nasty situation. This is perfect right here.
Ooh.
A strikeout or
Ball
a
there.
double play, and he can get right back in control of this inning.
The 1-1 home is a fastball that misses.
Well, I know the last
doing
thing
pretty
you
well
want to
here.
do is load the bases
Just
right
letting these
here.
come in.
So the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
There we go. Oh, nice hit, nice hit. I'm going to bring both those runs in.
One run will score easily. Here's the second runner around third.
All right.
They'll score easily.
We did really well.
As they push the lead to 4-2.
I could have probably gone for one of the higher ones then,
With that
but
base hit right there,
I typically go for stuff that makes more sense.
Game. More importantly, his team's now ahead.
Yeah, these are the special
too
ones.
much
He's
pressure
had a
on
great
myself.
approach all day. He's battled his tail off, and he's given his team single-handedly almost given his
Jake
team
Bowers.
a chance to win this one.
Runner at second now. Nobody out.
Yeah, so I used
Bowers
the
comes to the plate.
shorter buttons L1, R1 to go forward or back.
Pickoff move to second.
Yeah, so that happens. I've never seen that before, but I assume that happens when he's like looking to go back. And
Slap hard the opposite way. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll get it in quickly.
I might have been
It's
able to get
first
that, I
and
don't know.
third now with nobody out.
Nice piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, he hits
Looked
that.
like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze.
it was a little bit high, but
He
he
had to
managed to
freeze
get
there
it,
for a second to make
out
sure
of
that
the
line drive gets down,
out of the infield.
but eventually
So
does
that was
get
a
to
good
third
hit.
base.
Both teams with 6 hits
Trace
so
Thompson
far.
sucks. He's 200.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Ramos is there. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third.
Oh.
And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
All right, we scored.
One of the things you want to do is
Yeah, there's me with a hot dog.
Stepping up to the plate, Chris Cross. He'll
hot
try
dog
to
bat.
follow up the double in his last
Yeah, this has
at-bat
been a really
with
good
another
game.
big
Home run
hit
double,
right here.
Well,
3
he got a good
RBIs.
pitch to hit last time up.
Yeah, there's our
Third
perks
up
that
in the
are
zone and
active.
Didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once
Yeah,
a
I was not
week.
doing well in
So
the
he
game
certainly
before this.
capitalized on it
Had
last time.
like 4 at-bats, 4 strikeouts.
The windup
I just
and
got
the
frustrated.
0-1. And a pitch
I
in
cannot
the
get
dirt as
myself
he
out of
lays
those
off.
issues.
It's 1-1.
But yeah, this game still looks great.
Hey, let it rip up there. Let's go.
Ooh, I'm tempted to hit this, but I'm not going to.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Hey, let it rip. Let it rip. Let it go.
Yeah, there's a lot of chatter here. I could turn some of that
Almost
stuff off
got
if
him
I
to go
want.
around, but instead it's ball 3.
Yeah, I'm trying to draw more walks at this point.
The 3-1 pitch.
Oh,
Just catches the inside
that
corner
was
for
nice.
strike 2.
That was a nice pitch right there. We'll see about. Okay, that one looks like it's going to be out. Boom.
And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the
Yeah, look
7th.
at
It's
that.
ball 4.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately.
This guy's also
getting
been doing
anything
pretty well,
close, so
3 for 3.
I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat
Got
out
up
of
to
his
270
hands
now, so
any
he's
way that you
doing
can.
pretty all right for himself.
No outs here, fellas. Get your pitch.
Now a throw over
I don't know
to
why
first.
he's doing this.
And a
I don't
dive, but
steal
he's
at all.
back in.
I've gotten caught twice because I was stupid and hit the wrong buttons. But I'm not going to sit here and steal.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Ramos sprinting after it.
Yeah, we're gonna go back.
He's there and records the first out.
Got one.
Yeah. Trace Thompson, you
Settling in
stink.
now, Trace Thompson 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here it is, the 3-0.
All right,
Too
well,
high, and that cost him ball
Good
4.
job. this guy also
Digging
stinks.
in,
164.
Andres Mora. He singled his last time up.
Somehow he's got
Yeah,
hit,
guys,
but
everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this.
yeah, there have been
Only
some instances
amassing a
where I've
solid
had
one hit
chances
in your
to talk to
entire
people
career.
on my team.
But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Grounder hit
All right.
down the first baseline. Boy, and call off the dogs already as this is down for extra bases. And
we
he's
get
in
another
safely at third.
I wish I could
As
move the
also
camera
on
here.
the play, a run comes across to score.
And they don't. There's some times where maybe I don't
Coming
know
to
the
plate
controls
again, Chris Cross.
too well,
as
but
he'll bat for the second time
I don't
in
have
the inning.
fast ways to look at my third base coach who can tell me,
First pitch of the at bat.
give me advice on like
Breaking ball called just a
whether to
bit
go,
low.
go to the next
Make
bat,
one.
whatever,
Runner at first with
or
2
next
gone.
base.
Big guy. Get your pitch, huh?
Oh, this guy's
And
not
this one's too
anywhere
far
close.
inside, ball 2.
Yeah, we are killing these guys, which is
Now
unusual.
the 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
Yes.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light.
What's up with that
He's
Ghost
one of the
Solar
best
ad
hitters in your
right
lineup.
Over there on the left on the
Probably better that he let that pitch
on
go
the big
anyway.
billboard there.
After seeing a lively fastball in the pitch before,
That's a weird
it's pretty
ad.
hard to sit
It's a fake
back
ad.
enough on
There's a lot of fake
well-thrown
ads. Some of these are
changeup.
real ones. Obviously, ones.
The 3-1 pitch. Now a
Oh,
ball
go, go,
line
go.
toward the alley in left
Oh.
center. Ramos
Oh, well.
there to put it away and finally put it
I mean, like
in
there's
the
MLB
inning.
Shop,
Attack
MLB
on
The
6
Show,
more as they just
MILB,
continue
which
to
is
turn it on in this
baseball.
one. On now to the bottom of inning number
Go to the next.
7. The Rubber Ducks lead this one.
All right. Whoa, 17-5. Wow, something
He's
happened.
2 for 4 in the
I
ball.
want to see what happened here. Ooh, 6 and 6 in a row. Man, this other team is stinking it up. They're not doing too bad either. They're hitting 10 for 35. That's pretty great, but look at those. Man. Every single pitcher has given up at least 3 earned runs, which is a bad day for any pitching staff.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike.
But yeah, if you're in the chat, see any issues, let me know.
Long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage.
Oh, look at this.
Misses.
Not too much in the way of getting hits. They typically have to go out of their way to go after you. Which
A lot of times you see
not
guys
completely
in the middle
realistic.
of the order get worked away, but not right here.
The Cleveland
They're
Indians
keeping
had a
it
guy
inside
last
of
couple
the
of years,
game.
Brandon Geyer,
to keep him from getting
was real good at getting hits.
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts
Yeah,
looking
it's not
for it
good.
in there.
But
Well, that
win.
wasn't
Hey.
exactly a nail biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A
we get the
comfortable
nice
victory.
ending.
17 to 5.
There's like
in
3
this
of those
one
for those
today.
outfielders.
Akron plated 17
That's one of the
runs in
3.
this one to grab the W. Aldo Rodriguez earns his first win of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa.
Yeah, our
Dan Plesac,
pitcher
and our
got his
entire
first
crew.
win of
I'm
the
Matt
season.
Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB
'cause
The
they've been
Show. For
terrible the
more,
rest
make
of
your
the
way
year,
on over
but-
to the ShowNation.com.
Usually, if you have another game in the series, you can just go right to it, which is a pretty great feature. It's minimal load times, but we'll go back. So that was a great game for us. 2 big hits and a walk, and we scored all 3 times we got on the base. Oh yeah, so here, yeah, we ranked up 4 times on our stats, and these 2 went up a little bit. And it goes through, like, here's all the different scenarios where you got bonuses or negatives, that sort of thing. And you can see all your stats. I'm not on fielding anymore, so mine don't go up. Or do they? No, not really. Speed is just incidental with the other stuff, but yeah, one of the big things they changed also is there are no caps on these attributes. So before, when you would pick your archetype for what type of player you are, you would have caps on this stuff, and we still do have some caps, but they are stuff that can be increased. Like, there's a 99 max cap on this stuff. There's no max cap on this stuff like it's been in the last couple years. And it's like a big thing in like NBA 2K where they've gotten a lot of these ideas from. So yeah, there's some of that stuff here. Trying to see what else there might be. Here's the player comparison, so I can see everybody else at our at my position in this organization. So when I got drafted, I could say, hey, I wanted to be drafted by this team. I want to be a part of the Cleveland team, which is cool. And they got me drafted like late, fairly late. And so I can look at the stats and see how I'm comparing to these guys. So this guy's the AAA starter. He's technically on the starting one one of the issues I do have is with the appearance stuff. So as you can see here, my guy has glasses on. He doesn't have anything on his left arm. I'm trying to see, let's see, yeah, batting gear. Okay, I don't have, okay, I had that off. I don't know why that's on. But I have eyewear, always on, never wears it in the game. I have it, this all stuff seems fine. But you can't change it, so it's, I believe it's technically the same model that is this. But this doesn't show up in the game. It doesn't make any sense why. So let's say I had this. I don't have any glasses on. So I go over to my appearance. I say this, but I don't have any eyewear options. There are a bunch of different ones that are supposed to be here. They're not in the game, or not. They're not available here for some reason. Doesn't really make any sense because I always use them. So yeah, it's a little bit weird that they have this issue, and it's been a consistent issue almost every year that the glasses don't show up correctly. But anyway, I want those on because they give me bonuses. And I can sit here and get like more information or whatever if I want to compare stuff, so I can be like, oh. Okay, so this is interesting. I've seen this before, I don't remember too much about it. Oh, it's the bat. Okay. Okay, there. Yeah, always, and it's not on. That's everything I had before. No eye black. Okay. You can pick the type of socks you have. Can't change that. Though I have other bat types. They're technically skins, I guess. But they're not that stuff. But let's see. Yeah, I think these are okay. Oh, I do have a shin guard. Yeah, I don't want to have it on, but I want the benefits. That's the way it should work, but these things don't show up at any point. And I have glasses on, so my guy should be wearing glasses, but obviously wouldn't wear those stupid glasses all the time. And here's where I look at my stats, my game log and all that. Yeah, there's my really bad game where I've struck out 4 times. I've struck out a lot lately, I don't know why. But we'll get to the next game. Play Binghamton. Oh, we got a little session thing we can do. Clubhouse. I can just hang out with one of my teammates. They just give me 3 of these. Yeah, it's only 3 people, so it's like, okay, who do I want to hang out with? I'd probably hang out with somebody on the offensive side. Talk with Pena about completing your recent sweep. Oh, we swept him? I did not know that. I did not realize that. And so like I can say, hey, let's do this, and I think I'll get that upgraded to the next one. Executing a sweep isn't easy. We should feel good about how we're playing. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Alright. We're still unfamiliar with each other, but you would think after 30 games you would start getting familiar with people, but like maybe that stuff should be going up a little bit each game. As long as you're not doing anything to, you know, get their ire going. But yeah, let's play. Get into our second game here. Yeah, this game so far has been really great. I'm looking forward to putting some more time into this. I have the last 2 games installed. because I wanted to test out
The
some
game's
stuff.
future stars are on display as minor league baseball.
Yeah, the Binghamton
comes your
Rumble
way on the
Ponies,
show.
which is
Tonight, it's the
fun name.
first
There's
of
lots
three
of
to start
crazy
the new
names in
week
minor league
between
baseball.
the Akron Rubber Ducks
I think from
and
what I
the
heard,
Binghamton Rumble Ponies.
the reason they tend to go for that stuff is because they get a bigger cut of
Dan Plesac, what's the
the merch sales compared to some of the ones that just repeat the name of the major league team. Like I think the St. Louis Cardinals have a minor league team that's also the Cardinals.
He's really struggled when there's been
And they get less of a cut than if they named them, you know, something
Now
ridiculous.
batting, Chris Cross, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday.
And I think that stuff where they talk about what you did in the previous game is fairly new.
Becomes set.
as well.
Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some
0-2.
quality
This
baseball.
guy's
The
not too
first
bad.
4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first
Okay,
4,
we got a guy
looking to
at second
capitalize
base.
and
See
continue
if
to
we can
play
get him
good
in.
ball today.
You know, Dero, this is time to get greedy. When you win 3 of the first,
Oh, that was bad.
win 4 out of the first
That was real
5,
bad. I
That
should have swung
sets
at
up
that.
a really nice stretch of baseball. They'd love to win this one here today and keep
Nope.
that roll going.
And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors
Yeah,
in this
this
one.
happens
Dero,
on
what do you got
occasion.
on this lineup in the series opener?
I like they keep telling me in
Stepping
those
in,
things like,
Chris
oh, you had, you know,
He'll
second
look
most
to
hits
bounce back after
in
striking out
22.
his last time up.
And like
Yeah,
they're
he don't
terrible
put up
this
much
year
of a
for
fight
some
either,
reason.
Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Okay,
Fastball
We do
in
have a
there
lead.
for a called strike.
which is good. And we got Naquin on first, I think it is.
The 0-1 pitch. Grounded weakly
Oh,
down the
missed.
line toward third. But this will get foul for strike 2.
And they give you like the overview of how that swing went.
This one's down
Oh,
to third.
oh, he dropped it.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Oh.
But the recovery throw will be in time to
Oh, why is
first.
the contact
Good
bad on
job
that?
that time of not giving up on the play. And the
Yeah, not
striding
too
in
great
once
of a
again,
game.
Chris Cross.
Yeah, these games
He
aren't
got
too
on
long,
top
like
of
5,
one.
10
It
minutes
was a
maybe.
ground out victim last time.
Hey, now we've got 2.
From the stretch. There's the
Faster if you
fastball
never
that
get
gets
onto
the
base.
lower part of the zone called for a strike.
Come on now, one time.
Oh, not
Behind
great hits.
0-2 now.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a good game.
Set to deliver
Whoa.
on 0-2. Here it comes. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. At the plate,
Yeah, I
Jake
don't think you
Bowers.
can make any
2 men
decisions
on,
like
2 away
charge the
here in the
plate or
fourth.
anything.
And he goes with the
Got
slider
walked.
here as that misses in tight. It's ball 4.
I think I would just have
Coming
fun
to the
with
plate
getting hit
now,
like that.
Chase
Just like,
Thompson.
ha, thanks for the base.
Here's the 0-2.
Oh,
Strike 3 there as they'll finally
There's
work
Thompson
out of the
there.
inning
He
as the
stinks.
side is retired. Ready now, Chris Cross.
Or
He's
eight-
got to be
8-0.
looking for vengeance
Okay, this
after
is,
getting
this is
plunked
real
in
weird.
his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here. When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
And a good job to lay
That was
off
a
the
beneficial
fastball.
call there.
They're close, but it's 1-1.
oh,
2 balls and a strike.
Here we go.
all right.
And there's
Worked
ball
it out,
3
got
on
3
a
to
breaking
1.
ball that misses away.
So we get a walk here.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in a
Oh, there we
driver's
go.
seat to see a heater that he can do
Up on base
something
again.
with.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to
This has
start the
been
6th.
our team is playing a lot better than we were before,
Stepping
where
up now, Jake
I'd be getting,
Bowers.
you know, a
It
couple
was
hits
walk
and
in his
nobody else
last
would.
trip. Hit hard on the ground to second. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
On the bag right here.
And he's out on a
Oh,
strong throw.
why did you tell me to keep going?
Hey, no
Oh well, we'll try and get a hit here and keep our streak
It's
going.
been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this
Or no,
point.
we don't have a streak. We got one.
Watches a
game.
fastball right there for
You can
strike
do it. No
one.
one better. Let's go.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed
Still got the same guy
fastball
in?
with good
Wow.
location
Here we go.
is still
Right now,
the best
fellas.
pitch in the game.
Here it
Okay, this
comes
is
on
gonna be
1 and
way
1. And that one misses badly. It's ball
Wait for a good
2.
one.
Oh yeah, this just been a lot of fun. I really like the cadence of these games, especially compared to playing
Over at the knees, and that's the second
NBA or
strike.
Madden, where those games take quite a while.
Wait for your pitch up there.
2-2 count. Here it comes.
Oh, I didn't swing at that.
Called on the fastball. 1 gone.
I don't know why I didn't.
8-3
Well.
tonight. The Akron Rubber Ducks jumped
we
out
didn't do
to
well
an
at all.
early lead in the first and never looked back.
Got
Matt
a walk and hit by
Boovey
pitch,
earns the
so
win, his second,
that was
as
okay
he
for
turns
us.
in 8 strong
Yeah, look at
innings
that.
of work. Drew Gagnon allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that's a wrap for
Oh,
us
their
here
starter
tonight.
went
For my
out
partners in the
pretty
booth,
quickly.
Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And
Okay, so that guy we faced off against came in. Yeah, we did nothing in this game. We got on base. That's all we did. Yeah. Alright, so we'll get to the next game here. Let's see, so... Yeah, there are relationships. Yeah, that was Lorenzo Pena. Okay, so he came in after like 6 games. That's why I haven't been able to do much at first base. So, do we have anything new here? Oh, can I not change that? I did not know that. Oh, I can reset perks every 30 days. Okay. I haven't taken advantage of that, so that's not really a big deal. Let's see. I wanted to check something here. So we got All-Star voting going on. And I hope... No. Doesn't look like I'm going to get it. Even though I'm clearly better than these two. I got more RBIs. More hits, better average. Should make me a lot better, but who knows. Let's continue on. Yeah, we got Julio Colon is pretty cold. Yeah, our guys are heating up. Lorenzo Pena is at a good average there, as well as Tyler Naquin.
welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league.
Yeah, weirdly enough, I keep the presentation on this stuff
Hey, one pitch
Stepping
right
into
here.
the
Come on
box,
now.
Chris Cross.
at this
He'll
kind
get to
of
take his
in-depth
first cuts here.
mode, even though I kind of skipped through a bunch of it.
Come on, big guy.
Okay, so we got challenge to start off here. Advanced runner with the ball hit. They do some of this stuff. Ball hit over the infield, through the infield. It's like a grounder.
Hey, let's go now. One
Power
time,
swing
one
to
time.
drive in a run.
Hey, you can do it. No one better.
Let's actually go for this. Let's go. Let's
Hey,
go all
like
out.
you can. Here we go.
Oh,
let's go,
four seam
big
is the
fella.
circle there. I think I hit square to do the
He's ready. Here's the first
power
offering.
swing.
And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Okay, there we go. Whoa, what?
And this catches the zone as well.
This
It's
is
0-2
bold.
now.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Up,
Fouled
up,
away.
All right. Not great. Not great at bat for us.
Here's another 0-2. He
Oh,
struck him out with a two-seamer, and the inning is over.
Oh,
So
and
it's no runs on no
my sound
hits,
effect
one
backfired
error.
on me. And I kind of wish I could just have
At
it
the plate,
do
Chris
the
Cross. He'll look to bounce back after
I'll
striking
advance to
out
the
his
next
last
thing.
time up.
Yeah, and kind
From
of
the
shocked
start.
he
I don't
got
wanna see
blown
that.
away with a fastball. You
Me
could
neither.
tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Hey, come on now. One time. Right here. Need you
All
right
right,
here,
let's
kid.
get this hit.
The 1-0 home. Sinks below the knees, taken for a ball.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
He's not hitting his
zone.
And
he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Doing pretty well. Doing pretty well here. That's the bat. Uh-oh.
The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one.
I need a fastball. He's got to give us something here. Oh.
Good battle. Count remains full.
Farm some of this vision. Let's go.
Right,
let's go.
One time. Let it fly.
Another full count pitch home. And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
There we go.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Yep. With Trace Thompson, who I guess is doing okay today. Oh.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning.
Yeah, he deserves that.
No runs,
he deserves
and
that.
2 left.
Okay, how are we doing? Oh, we're winning.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Chris
Here's a
Cross.
team that's 17-7,
Ready with the
I think
first
they were.
pitch. Here it comes. First pitch
this guy's
fastball in there for a called strike.
Calls.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fly ball right down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball.
Let it fly. Let it fly.
Yeah, it's a little bit early. Oh,
The
here
wind
we go.
up and the 0-2 pitch.
Oh, it's a little early.
Stays alive, still 0-2.
Hey, see you drive it. Let's go, big
That's a
dog.
pretty good hit. Just a little early. This guy's trying to hit
Inside,
us.
that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Here we go.
And a slider just about gets away from
this
him
guy
there as
doesn't
it
know what he's
runs
doing,
in a
I
bit
think.
too close for comfort.
Get a good one.
This is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start
This
the
is
fifth.
junk.
Into the box now,
Nobody down
Chris
here.
Cross. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part
Yeah,
of
let's see what
baseball
we can
now,
do
man.
here.
All these teams have such good
Okay, this
7th,
guy's-
8th, and 9th
this guy's a
inning
more
guys.
normal pitcher.
It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Hey, you can do it, kid. No one better up there. Let's go.
Here's a fastball that crowds
just
him a
throwing
bit,
some
and it's
junk at me.
1-1.
Hey, all right. Here we go now.
Hey, your pitch. Get some wood on
Yeah, I
it.
kind of wish I had a pitcher to show you what the other side is like.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
But I do use the... There we
This is
go.
line to left.
Oh,
Bundy is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
yeah, you get no benefits for getting outs, I
I
guess.
know they say sometimes that these things...
And a game. Oh, we got another chance. Ooh.
So now it'll be the
Extra innings.
4-hole hitter, Chris Cross.
No one out
First
now.
pitch of the at bat.
Yeah, they don't have my
way.
last name in
And
the audio
looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. Nothing
list,
in
so
one.
I end up going for Chris Cross most of the time.
Hey, keep it going up there. Clutch up.
Comes set. Now the pitch. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
All right, come on now. One time.
Yeah, this guy
Nathan
we've had in
gets his
for a
lead
couple
at
innings
first,
now.
nobody out. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center.
Oh.
Mota is right there, 1 down.
No runner.
Oh, no hits game again. Oh,
Digging in, Chris
Don't usually get this
Cross.
many opportunities.
There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Here's the first pitch.
what is that
Lays off
animation?
1-0.
What is
Hey,
that
when he's
throwing
right here, good to
motion?
go now.
It's like, eh.
A ball and a strike.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
2 balls and a strike.
It better not be a long game. We're at the top of the 12th.
Right guy, right place. Here we go.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2 out.
I don't know why I'm not able to hit that stuff so well. Might just be my...
And this is lifted out towards straightaway center field.
Oh.
Muda is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side.
Maybe I'll get another shot. Oh, 14 innings. This is pretty crazy.
Again, Chris Cross.
Oh, we got a guy at third.
His last at bat.
Yeah, give me the same at bat. As you stride to the plate right here, give me the same execution. Just get something in the air. You got a chance to take the lead.
Yeah, we like to get this out
try and do any
of
more.
the
Getting
infield.
that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Oh.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Let's go, let's go.
Now the 0-2 pitch.
What?
A swing and a miss. He struck him out, and a big out there.
That was a
as the
check
go-ahead
swing.
Run stays at third.
And they win. Okay.
Well, the lineup was clicking
That was
for
a
him in this
very bad
contest, and the man you see there was a
I think that was a
major
very cool call right there at
contributor.
the
For that,
end.
he's the top player of the game.
Yeah, you see, he finishes
we'll go
with
right
a
to the
3-hit
next
game, including a double. He can feel good about that, and we can feel good about giving him the Player of the Game award.
But yeah, being able to do this stuff is pretty cool.
Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the
18-8.
Double-A
We're not too bad at
Eastern
11-15.
League. Tonight, the rubber match.
It's a long season ahead of us, but we got
Ed McCormick gets the assignment for the rubber match
some
in
good,
this series.
good potential.
What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, hitters have
consistent
had their
play.
way with this guy this year. This is a stat any pitcher doesn't want to have attached to him. The league hitting over 300.
Who's on base? Pena. Okay.
That's righties and lefties hitting over 300 against this guy. That's something he's going to drastically have to improve on.
Fellas are home
It's not
9
great to
as
have
they begin play here this
opposing
evening.
batters
4-2 over the
getting over
last 6
300 on
games, including a win last
So now he's
time
2-0.
out.
Yeah,
but
man, nothing they'd like to do more than to salvage this one, D-Roll. After this one, they go on the road for a 7-game road trip. So
Yeah, I think I'm on a
big
bad
to get
slump
this win here today.
Yeah, last game in front of the home folks.
And
Oh,
we'll have to
what?
leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side.
Is there something going on
Leading
control-wise
off the
that I'm
inning,
missing?
Chris Cross, as they'll
'Cause I don't
look to
need to
get
use the left
something
stick
going
for
here
this.
and even this game up. Well, just a miserable effort there. It's 0-1.
Oh, that was way
Hey, he
too
gets
early.
a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this AB.
Behind 0-2 now.
This,
Hey, see it. Drive it. Let's go,
Looking to
big dog.
punch
not
him
been
out
great.
again, the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will wind up foul.
How long
Still
have we been going?
0-2.
About an hour now? Okay.
Here we go.
Drive it right here.
Might go do something else
Into the
after
windup,
this.
here comes the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle,
this shouldn't be a
you
strike.
have to find a way to do some
It is, we got
damage with
big
it.
problems here.
That was a missed opportunity.
Hey, let her fly right here.
Got him
Oh,
on a good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second
yeah, we're in a
time
bad
tonight.
spot here. I don't know if mentally I have it for
Next
this.
will be the cleanup hitter, Chris Cross, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Starts him
Yeah, we
out
got
with
2
a
guys
slider
on.
for a strike.
First and second.
Down the third baseline.
Yeah, I am not
but
having
this will
it
be
today.
a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now.
Hey,
Pena on second, Naquin at first, 1 gone. And
Oh,
this
there we
one
go.
Gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
All right, we're in good shape now.
Hey, clutch up for us. Good strikeout for us.
Wait for a good one, huh?
Come on, big guy. Sear this one.
Yeah, I'm
Able
trying to
protect the
do.
plate with 2 strikes,
We have
and he'll
holding
see
the
another
stick,
one.
the right stick.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
ready to deliver the 1-2.
Oh.
He struck him out the third time he's
same
fanned
old.
in the game.
Yeah, so we
Into
might
the
end up
box,
moving
Chris
back
Cross. Only 4
to one of
outs
the other
remaining
modes.
for them to try and rally back in this one.
Oh.
Hit in the air out to left field.
Oh.
Hogue
No.
giving chase.
I got it. That's mine. I got it.
He
At least we got the
tracks
bat
it
on that
down,
one.
and that will end the inning.
And yeah, we lost.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1
Miserable
the final.
performance.
The Binghamton Rumble
I think we're done
Ponies
playing Road to the Show. Yeah, that is bad. I think I'm officially in a slump here. Oh, I got a card. Pat Valeka. I don't know if that ties to anything here. But yeah, you can get like, these aren't really achievements, but these are like, hey, you for each new milestones in terms of bats or any of these other stats. These are sort of your overall career stats. Single game best. Which that stuff's usually from playing team game. Yeah, we're at level 19, so I guess why we got a card. Anyway, that is Road to the Show. You get some ups and downs. A lot of cool new stuff with the personality stuff. I guess before, essentially, you would, as you would get to certain attributes, milestones, it would unlock these perks that you could use in game, and they would be ones you have to activate between pitches and whatnot, which just didn't really feel great as a thing, as a part of this game that is worthwhile. But yeah, I guess good thing we went from 5th in the division to 4th, so that's good. We're a game behind the Flying Squirrels. Still, I love the names. The Flying Squirrels. Yeah, Smokies, Lookouts, Biscuits, Generals, Barons, the Shuckers, the Bay Bears, the Jumbo Shrimp, the Braves, the Blue Wahoos, Drillers, Naturals, Travelers. Yeah, there's the Cardinals. Rockhounds, Hooks, Sod Poodles. I don't know what those are. There's Rough Riders. Yeah, there's back to ours. I don't. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I can change the division. Yeah, it says there on the bottom right. So we're in AAA. Clippers, Mudhens, Bats, Indians, Stripers, Iron Pigs, Knights, Rail Riders, Red Wings, Mudhens, Bats, Mets. Oh, that's the it's the wild card. Storm Chasers, Cubs, Redbirds, Sounds, Missions, Baby Cakes, Aces, Rainiers. I assume that's a Seattle-based team. Rivercats, Grizzlies, Aviators, Bees, Isotopes. I think it's an actual Albuquerque Isotope team. Chihuahuas, Red Sox, yeah. Definitely look up minor league teams, because there's a bunch of different minor leagues. They're not all represented in this game, because there's a bunch of them. I want to double check that I'm saved. Yeah. At least we made it to May. Got through 1 month. Still several months more to go. Yeah, let me look at the schedule real quick. Yeah, so we got through 1 month. Yeah, right there's a good stretch. 6, 7, 8 straight losses, which is not a great feeling. Then we started getting some wins here. But yeah, let's go back. So yeah, we got some more stuff we can do. Actually, we should probably just check out... Wait. I want to check out the rosters real quick, 'cause I want to see if we are actually good on that. Oh yeah, one of the cool things they have here is this... I don't know if I want to show this, but the Options Explorer lets you go through the different control methods for each of for batting, base running, pitching, and I think fielding. And it runs you through them. You can test them out, see how they work. It does that when you first start it up. So you'll be like, oh, I like this, and I'll use that, all that sort of stuff. Let's see, do we have... Do we have a way to check the rosters? Because I want to look at the rosters. Okay, edit player. Yeah, so here's Cleveland. Yeah, Roberto Perez is our starter catcher. And Jake Bowers. Jose Ramirez. Francisco Lindor. He's technically injured, so he's in AAA right now. There has to be more minor major league players. Okay. There we go. That makes that a lot easier to see. And we got Greg Allen. Probably should be starting over Tyler Naquin. Oh, we got 3 second basemen. Okay. Okay, so I think this is accurate. Let's see. Save live roster. Yeah, it hasn't presented me with the need to save the live roster. Or download it. So I don't know if I actually have it. That's kind of the weird thing. Because usually it asks you when you start. Oh yeah, I don't. Continuing. We're going to start new. Because I want to see what this mode is. So you can play with like, hey, long shots. Here are the underdogs, contenders, and the favorites. I don't know why Washington is a favorite. Why Cleveland seems to be the only team here that is kept out of it. That's weird. But we'll play with Cleveland. Reward for winning World Series. Yep. We'll play on the easy one just to see how it goes.
The Indians have to be wondering when their time will come. While the Red Sox, White Sox, and Cubs have all snapped long title droughts since 2004, 2018 marked 70 years since Cleveland's last World Series win. And since 1995, the Tribe has made 11 postseason appearances, including a pair of gut-wrenching Game 7 losses in the Fall Classic. The Indians will have a new look to their lineup in 2019, but manager Terry Francona has proven to be one of the game's best when it comes to roster management. Cleveland is still the clear favorite in the AL Central, but a strong start will be key for a team that has its sights set on much more than a division title.
That is a pretty good summary of what Cleveland's got going on this year. Okay, they're just throwing us into games. Okay. Bradley Zimmer's DH? Huh, okay.
Coming to you from beautiful Target Field, we have opening day baseball as the Indians will open up the season on the road.
Yeah, good opening day win for momentum grab.
To talk about the Indians and their approach headed into 2019, we'll send things down to Heidi Watney.
Yeah, Target Field is where Minnesota plays.
I was able to pay a visit to the clubhouse before the game, and amongst the players that I talked to, there was a lot of enthusiasm about this season finally getting underway.
Character model, but
I asked Indians manager Terry Francona about all the big moves the team made in the offseason and how he thought they would impact the club. He said he believes they assembled the necessary pieces to contend for the division and, more importantly, make it deep into the postseason. They're hoping the chemistry they work to develop in spring training will help them get off to a fast start.
Probably going to go to the Hall of Fame,
Thank you, Heidi. Let's go get it. Opening day baseball is next.
The Twins are not great. They're okay. They're probably second best team in the Central. Today's action will begin in mid to late innings. You are now taking control in the top of the 6th inning. Good luck in your March to October. I guess this is pretty neat. So,
welcome to those of you just joining us. We're in the 6th inning.
I wonder if this is like the actual game.
Cleveland, Tyler Naquin.
If I would really like a mode like that takes the results of the actual game and lets you
You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Ooh.
And that's in there for a strike. Lifetime against Jose Barrios. He's got a 3 for 7 line.
Ooh.
Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. Some action out in the
I wonder if
bullpen.
these are real
Couple of
scores at the
right-handers starting to loosen up. 2-1 now to the Tribe's leadoff man.
This pitcher's not doing too well.
The count now at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Swing and a looper to left. Rosario is over, makes the play, 1 away. So striding in.
Yeah, I would really like somebody to do like a franchise mode.
Now here it comes.
That essentially fills in all the games you're not playing with real life results. Because that would be really cool to see. Like even trades and all that stuff could be stuff that can happen. You'd be able to, you know, take them for your team or not.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Cruz has a beat on it. 2 down.
This is pretty much what it was like the other day when they got to this point.
Digging in and looking for more, Jose Ramirez. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Ooh. And he'll try to crowd him there to start.
Jose Ramirez is one of the best players in baseball, which is amazing because he nobody really thought he could be that. They thought he was going to be
on the outside part of the plate.
A utility player, basically. I think 2 years ago he played in every single
takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Even
spot on the lineup.
You know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach high fastball.
Pretty rare thing to do. Here we go.
Not throwing that one again.
And that is through.
And he just has incredible
base hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment.
Yeah, also
punch a ground ball
him being raised is awesome to see, especially because the MLB The Show team did not know who he was like 2 years ago. Like he's featured on the pre-order theme that you got. You got a theme for every team when you pre-ordered, I think 2016 or 2017, I forget which one. And they had the wrong picture for him up on the scoreboard in the theme. It's for a different player named Jose Ramirez.
Strike 2 on a well-pitched changeup around the knees. There seem to be different philosophies on it. So Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone. Something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
Runners on the move for second. Fastball right back to the mound.
That didn't work out.
And they'll toss this one on to first as they're kept off
also
the
Francisco
again, and the inning
Lindor,
is over.
Frankie.
One left for the Tribe.
He is one of the best shortstop in the game. He's become a big power hitter. He hit 38, I think, last year. Which is amazing because he was very much not a power hitter when he first came in.
Now, Marwin Gonzalez.
But he's definitely developed
for him in his
that stuff. So yeah, this is one of the new things they added. It's like this little
first pitch coming. Here it
kind of drama camera.
Curveball looked at here for strike 1,
which is pretty cool. It doesn't do it all the time. It doesn't like dramatic modes.
Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate.
Like this. Like, oh, is he going to get the outs? Yeah, I use this analog pitching. I think it's a really cool way to do it. This idea was innovated with MLB or NCAA MVP baseball 06, I think it was.
The next 0-2.
Which came up with this idea for how to pitch.
Neither guy willing
that
to
works
give
really
in,
well.
and the at-bat will continue.
Alright. So we're going to go for this.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Naquin's on his horse, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first down.
Yeah, I don't think Naquin's their best center fielder. Greg Allen's kind of shown he's better hitter, better defense, and all that.
Now to the
Bradley
plate,
Zimmer might also be better than Naquin.
In the ball game so far.
There's that change up.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Bradley Zimmer, if I'm thinking of him as the right guy,
taken, but it finds
he's incredible
on
defense.
the inside.
He's had some amazing catches that are just unbelievable that he
this
could do
one's
that.
over as well. 0-2 now.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after 2 great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if you can stay down below the knees like that.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
Boy, he's just been setting him up and knocking him down all afternoon. We've seen a lot of punch-outs from him where he didn't get much resistance.
Yeah, Corey Kluber's doing something interesting charity-wise. He's basically, for every strikeout he gets up to the All-Star game, he's donating,
Miguel Sano.
I think, $200 each.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a cold strike one.
I think it might be his charity that he's running.
Kluber. He's got 3 base hits in 24 at-bats.
That guy certainly has come out of kind of nowhere. He was traded from San Diego.
Thought this middle of the order might give him a fight and put up a little bit of resistance, but that hasn't been the case.
But he was essentially like this random minor league pitcher who didn't seem to work out for them.
As he picks up strikeout number 9
he's just been
here,
incredible over the last few years, 3, 4, 5 years.
in order, and this is still a 0-0 ball game.
Yeah, he probably should have won the Cy Young last year, yet did incredibly well. Yeah, look at that. That is Minnesota sucking it up.
No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
Carlos Santana, he used to be catcher / first baseman here.
Or bad hitting, but as we're moving late into this one, it's about time somebody puts something together to try to score a run.
He's a good player. He has some good power to him. He's very good at his patience.
Seems like he's been pitching from the stretch the entire game.
He draws.
Somehow he's
usually one of the top
We'll see how long
guys
he can make this last.
As you can see there, he's not very fast at all.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
Kipnis is pretty good, but he's kind of just been plagued by injuries over the last few years. That I would not be surprised if they don't pick up an extension on him.
1-0 count. Here it is. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Cruz has a read on it. One away.
I do like the Minnesota Stadium. They've had it for a few years now. It's an outdoor stadium compared to them being in the big dome.
Here's Leonis Martin. Lifetime against Jose Barrios. Not great. He's 1 for 8.
I do like this lifetime stat
First
stuff.
pitch coming. Here it is. Hot shot down the line.
Got that.
And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
This is quite nice. I do kind of wish they could. It'd be a huge undertaking, but I would definitely love if they could get local guys for this mode. You get like the local Fox Sports Ohio kind of look to this. That's something I think could be really good for sports games in general. It's like not every game is on the same channel. They have some generic
same thing to happen in this situation.
themes as well
this
alongside
is a big time spot
MLB
in this game.
network theme.
He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
Fox Sports, the various local affiliates, Fox themselves, ESPN, a bunch of others.
He's set and the pitch.
I'll be surprised if EA has the exclusive on ESPN for anything.
Called for a strike.
You know, they don't do
this
baseball.
This is a dicey situation here, D, where what the runner in scoring position brings that run in. This is where you're going to really have to try to keep the ball on the ground as a pitcher.
But also know that there are a bunch of
Yeah, right here you are looking for anything above the belt.
Local announcers and such that have really great calls that their fans love. For us, it's Tom Hamilton.
And put into the outfield, give your team a chance to score a run.
I don't know if he's on the TV much. I know he's definitely the radio caller. He has a great call for home runs and such. It would just be fun to have him in this game. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have swung at that. Oh well. Try and get one run in.
On third, Martin at second.
Yeah, this is one of the new guys they got. I think got him out of Pittsburgh. I think that's where he was before.
The 2-2 one more time.
Oh.
Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Who's next?
And here's the
Kevin
catcher,
Plawecki.
Kevin Plawecki. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Yeah, I don't think there are high hopes for this guy, Kevin Plawecki. He's going to be the backup.
Ready with the 1-0.
Oh,
line to the right side.
Yes.
And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
I think we're back to the top
feel
of
really
the order.
Good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Yeah, we're back at the top with Tyler Naquin.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin, taken in by Scope. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. Indians.
I do kind of wish you could make some edits to the roster.
Now.
As part of this mode.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down
it's
by
pretty good
one.
name.
All they need to do is get this leadoff guy and they're extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Corey Kluber has some fantastic pitches.
Starts him out with a curveball for a strike.
I know his sinker and his curveball are particularly great. I figured that was supposed to go. Oh, like a sinker, we'll probably put it low. Oh.
Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
There we go. Hamster got it. Yeah, that is Jose.
Now in the Minnesota 7th, and that'll bring up the
I don't think he's a huge fan of it, but he's got round cheeks. So it kind of sticks.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Like the Indians' Twitter account.
A good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the
just
zone.
calls him GOAT. But yeah, that whole left side of the
zone there,
of the infield
two strikes.
had
the 7th inning is
one of,
if
if
not
not
the
the best
you might start seeing some warning signs
season
from
last
your
year
starters that they're
ever had
reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid
crazy
to me.
Looking for his 10th
and kind of in that same front,
the
pitching staff here,
fouls this one off.
Cleveland is the best ever. They had the best season ever that any
no
pitching
runs,
staff has
5
ever
hits,
had.
and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota.
200 strikeout guys. Which the record was 3.
And
which has been done a few times. There's our 10th strike.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks
he's just
either.
A fantastic pitcher.
Here's Lucas Duda now.
And they've got 4 more guys that are also really good.
Lifetime against
Trevor Bauer might
Kluber
be,
comes in with 6 hits in 18
if they were
at-bats.
to trade
He
Corey
also has
Kluber for
1
any
home
reason,
run.
Trevor Bauer would be a fantastic ace.
Kluber sets his sights. Here it comes on 1-0. 2-0 now.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
There we go.
2-1 now.
Yeah, right there. It's tough to be able to dive out over
still
the
some
plate.
pretty good energy here.
Yeah,
he's the guy that gets complete games every so often.
Looks like a foot outside.
Yeah, this guy is not
and there's strike 2.
Lucas Duda.
Oh, man, he
I've heard
took a
his name.
swing and a half at that one.
That's
I
a good
think
name,
some
too.
frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with one swing.
Ooh, look at that.
Another
That was out.
strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Twins are set down.
I think we are set for this.
Addison Reed is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here
Start
on the
getting our better
season.
players in here.
Digging in now, Bradley Zimmer. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Now here it comes. And he
What
gets
is
a hit
Zimmer
here.
at? Does it tell me here? Okay, he's DH.
With the fastball, strike 1.
He had a pretty bad injury last year with his leg, I think. He would have definitely been a good center fielder to have full time. I haven't seen. I assume he's healthy if he's playing, but I haven't seen if he's like fully healed yet. If that's why they got him DH here. If that's just
didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1.
if that's the game itself kind of putting him there.
The 1-2 to 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB.
Yeah, those transitions
Soft
are a
early,
little bit
then
weird,
those last
especially when it's
two
just
were
going right back to
fastballs,
the game.
Trying to get it right by him.
Here now the 2-2. Liner toward right center. And there's a
All right,
base
we got
hit. So a chance to add a little insurance here as the leadoff man is on to start the 8th. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch, works the count back.
All right,
to
we got
neutral,
Jose here.
and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
It's usually if Frankie
In now,
Lindor is
Jose
in.
Ramirez. As the first
He is
pitch to him runs a bit inside
usually their
for
number
ball
1. He's
He's
number
2
1
for 3 and
on the
looking
batting
for
order.
more here.
Their leadoff hitter, I guess you call it.
Slider
So yeah,
pins into
the
the
order
middle
here
of the
is
strike
not
zone
great.
taken for a strike.
Hey, that pitch
For what
right
is
there
realistic.
caught entirely too much of the plate. Curveball that rolled over the heart of the plate. He's got to pull the trigger on that one.
He's going, he's going.
1-1. He's running. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley.
Yeah.
And this is going to kick up against the wall out near the 377 marker. And a huge
great.
insurance run is across.
Yeah, it seems like they've added quite a bit to the.
It's a 2-0 ball game.
Yeah, put
They
making
already
faces.
had the lead, but
Right.
that extra run makes a huge difference. Even if it's only psychological, the pitcher knows when he steps out there.
That's
that
a
he
great
has a
shot
little
of
bit
the
wiggle room
coach.
to work with.
Of the manager, I mean.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. Career
they did not
history
think
with
that one
Addison Reed. He's just 1 for 6.
Oh, but hey, we go to live shot to Terry Francona.
He's set. Here it comes.
And
In on the hands of
covered
it
up.
with the fastball. It's 1-0.
yeah, the way they kind of want you to do this with every team.
Hit hard on the ground at first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. The throw home. And
Yeah, we'll
they'll
just
put the
stay
brakes
here.
on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right
That
there.
makes more sense when you go
Hammer
into
job.
replays. Yeah, those two are just fantastic players. Hopefully we can get some sort of extension done for Lindor to keep
Here's
him here
Carlos
for a long
Santana
time.
now. The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Cruz going back on it, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And that'll bring home run
There we
number
go.
3. It's now a 3-0 cushion. Throw won't get
Yeah,
it.
look at that.
Hey, D-Roll, that's a
Attempted
big
to go,
RBI right there to
probably
stretch
go to the
this
bullpen.
lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run
that is a very
cushion
nice
has to
hit.
make you feel good.
Trevor May is out from the
they got
bullpen
another
now.
guy
as
in.
He'll get the call here on opening day.
We got Kipnis here.
Into the box now, Jason Kipnis. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball
All right.
1.
I think we'll finish this game and then call it.
Lined hard down the line and right.
Oh.
And that is off the wall, but in foul territory.
Just barely.
Ball. Runners
that was a nice
hit
hit, too.
Third with none out.
I think there's a trophy for getting a hit speed of 105, which I've not done yet.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire.
That was 103, so that was
great chance right
hit.
here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone, and with two guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Hit in the air out to center field.
No, I know.
Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. Now the relay home.
All right, we got 4.
On the sac
it's much better than the actual game where they got 0 runs. Oh.
Hey, every pitcher likes to have some runs scored for him, but particularly when you're
throwing
as well as he is tonight, and he gets
not
another
eating sunflower
insurance
seeds,
run on
so
top
that's
of it.
not completely accurate.
So stepping in,
So a guy, whenever they show him,
it was
he's
a
always
two-bagger for him in his last at bat.
Eating a lot of
give me a
sunflower
repeat
seeds,
performance of
spitting
that
it out
last
in a very
double.
weird way.
With a man on first right now,
Or maybe there's no good way of eating sunflower seeds
Change up
on camera.
Strike one.
Oh.
Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. Gonzalez for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is
4 runs. We're doing very well.
So coming to the plate, Max Kepler. He'll start things out here against Corey Kluber.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. Hey, this guy's pitching pretty well as we're rolling into the late innings. It's interesting, though, his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40% so far in this one.
Behind 0-2 now.
Yeah, I don't know that that's necessarily useful. But
he's just rolling right now, and even
like
dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Jeez,
you would think that would only happen in
the way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was
only
looking
happened
for
in the
something
home
off
stadium.
speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Home field.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one.
Pitches do
no
we
hits
have?
to
83.
this point.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get a Maddox here, which is where you get a.
That missed.
We're probably not going to, but it's where you get a complete game shutout with less than 100 pitches.
Those are pitches he can feel
Which
pretty
I think
good
Greg
about.
Maddox
They
did.
didn't miss by a whole lot,
At least
so
often enough
it's
that
not like
people
he's all
recognize
over the
that
place.
that is something he should
Now
be
a cut
attributed
fastball
to.
finds the target, 2-1.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
Ooh, there we go.
As he just continues to mow down these hitters, 13 strikeouts now.
The bottom third of the lineup hasn't put up a lot of resistance in this one. Pretty much has been sure outs other than that one.
Yeah, we're not going to get that Maddox
really puts
unless
a
I
lot
can
of pressure
get
on other guys to make
some
stuff
good
happen.
hits here.
These aren't the guys you usually count on, but it certainly helps if they can do something productive.
Lifetime against Corey Kluber. He's got 8 hits in 28 tries. He's taken him deep once, and it's fouled away. No runs, 5 hits.
Yeah, stream-wise, we'll be back tomorrow with the Xbox Sunday stream. I think I'm probably going to be playing Operencia, since that is fairly new on Xbox Game Pass.
Another 0-2. And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning.
Killing it.
Down go the Twins in order. They trail here 4-0.
But yeah. Definitely, if you like what you're seeing, follow us on Twitch, follow us on YouTube, with SmashPad there as well. The archive will be going up, so if you missed any of it,
those punch-outs will stick with you a little
you're free to
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
check that out. Skip around, find whatever particular part of the game you want to look at. You can see me strike out a bunch.
This is line to left.
Nope.
Rosario is there. One quick out to start
yeah, this
inning
could
number
cancel
9.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Right,
into the box, Kevin Plawecki. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch
I don't really
fastball. It's
care too much about good at bats.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Oh, we got that.
Line to the right side. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Yeah, I do like that stat stuff they're showing there. Okay, we got Tyler Naquin. Top of the order.
Standing in now, Tyler Naquin. As he'll swing and hit this one hard, but fouled off to the left and out of play. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And this one's in the dirt. But it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Yeah, not good
with the curveball
pitch to swing on
strike 2.
That was way too early.
Stands at first with 1 out.
Ooh.
1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
There's a ball.
There we go. There we go.
Gap in left center. Plawecki blows through the stop sign, headed for home. And he's safe at the plate as they extend the lead to 5-zip.
Oh yeah, that must be the skin I have on.
So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given a chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
That's popped up. Gonzalez ranging into the outfield, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher.
Let's go
right
to the
there.
next.
He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
In now, Jose Ramirez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself in bad counts.
Rosario is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. And the tag's there. He's out at third base. It's a double play, and just like that, the inning is over.
All right.
There's Marwin Gonzalez now.
Let's send this one home.
What's gone wrong for this lineup?
I'll let you guys go.
They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic.
We're here just finishing up this game, and then I'll
it feels the
think
same
we're going to be
from
going.
watching in the stands in this one.
But thanks for tuning in.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. 1-1 pitch is a sinker taken for a strike. 1-2.
Oh,
and
there we go.
Number 15 for the
15.
ball game.
Try to get to 17 here.
Standing in, Nelson Cruz. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
All right, cutter. Yeah, Nelson Cruz is a very good player.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Good pitch there. Called a strike on the inside corner. Counts even at 1-1 to Nelson Cruz.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
And right into the shift. But this will get fouled. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, let's get this guy out of here.
Lays off 2-2 now. And with 1 out in the 9th, he's just now coming up on his 100th pitch of the ball game.
Yeah, Matty, he's going to finish this one on adrenaline if he's allowed to. We'll see how the manager plays this one. I know guys like Dan Plesac were locked and loaded in this position.
Oh, this is right now a dream if you're out in that bullpen right now. Your starting pitcher gets you into the ninth inning. The guys that, if they do get up in the ninth inning, these are the best relievers, and they're just lurking out there. What a terrific job.
All right, here we go.
Scooped up on the backhand. On the first, and that will seal matters here this afternoon.
Game shutouts.
Well, we emphasized earlier in the telecast what a lift it can be to win on opening day, but what do you really think this means, D-Ro?
Some pretty cool stuff.
For the winner, it's a huge confidence boost, Dan, no doubt. But for the loser, hey, it's just one game. You shake it off, remind yourself you're at the beginning of a long season, and you come out ready to play next time.
Okay, we got a big fire, I guess, there. Oh. Finish no hitter to set team on fire. Okay. So I think we are going to... Do I have to actually go into this, or can I move back out? Okay. No, that's... Okay, so this is what they're bringing us to. Okay, so here's where I can change the lineup. Make it more accurate to what it would be. It should be something like this. I think they typically do something like that. I have Carlos Santana. Probably this. I don't know. This is not a great lineup. Roberto Perez would be the starter. Yeah, that's the rotation there. Yeah, these all four of these top guys are very good. Yeah. Let's see. Here's his 2018: 13-8, 200 innings, 207 strikeouts. That's very good. Carlos Carrasco, 17-10, 231 Ks, 192 innings. Trevor Bauer was injured for most of the season, or the second half of the season. So he's 12-6, 175 innings, but still 221 strikeouts, which is fantastic. And Corey Kluber had 20-7, 215, 222. Shane Bieber was the rookie, still 11-5, 114 innings, 118 strikeouts. ERA is not great, but he did very well for what he was expected of. What was expected of him. So yeah, that is the team. Danny Salazar used to be a starter, but no longer. He's a reliever for them. Yeah, I think you can see quality starts. Started for a good bit, and then they benched him for their number 5, Shane Bieber. So yeah, that is MLB The Show. Actually, yeah, I would like to move the difficulty up. I don't know if I can. We're projected 93 wins. Yeah, okay with that. So that's a pretty cool mode. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here, a lot of good stuff, some really good improvements. March to October seems like a pretty cool mode. Way of getting like a faster experience of playing some big moments in the season versus doing franchise and playing every single game or skipping through them. Yeah, Moments is a pretty cool mode. Road Show's got some big stuff changed to it. Diamond Dynasty's changed up quite a bit. But yeah, that is MLB The Show 19. It's a great game. You're looking for a baseball fix. It's the best one out there still. I don't think RBI baseball is supposed to be any good this year, from what I've heard. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. And we'll be back tomorrow with Xbox Sundays. Tomorrow night, I believe it's going to be Operencia, the new game from Zen Studios. So thanks everybody for checking it out, and we will see you guys again tomorrow.